Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the co-founders and co-chairs for We for She, Jill Earthy and Lois Nahirny.
So good morning, everybody. We are so thrilled and delighted to be with you here today to share, to be inspired, and to connect for change. I'm Lois Nahirny.
And I'm Jill Earthy, and we are the co-founders and co-chairs of We for She. Today is all about connecting for change, connecting across generations, connecting across cultures, connecting across genders and industries. And it's all about embracing our differences to create an equal and positive future.
Your Honor, it is always so special for us to have you here. You have been a supporter of We for She from the start. And we just thank you for your inspiring messages, because you are inspiring, hopefully not perspiring. And we are just so delighted to have you here. So thank you. It just sets the tone beautifully for us for today.
Amazing. Well, look at this fabulous room. Everybody look around. Now, who has been to We for She before? Put your hand up.
Woohoo!
Amazing.
Wow.
We're so thrilled that you've come back again as we work to advance gender equity. Now, who here is here for the first time? Amazing. We so appreciate you taking time out of your busy days. It's going to be an exciting, high-in-energy day. Today is all about being bold, showing up with our whole selves to learn, to be inspired, and to take action for change.
Now, some of you have traveled to be here, so can we see those who have traveled the furthest? We know we have some from northern BC. Where are you?
Make some noise! Make some noise!
Yay! So welcome to Vancouver. Anybody else that I missed? We are so thrilled that you guys made the trip to be here and join us today. Now, how about Vancouver Island? Yay! Woo! Oh my gosh, we've got a big contingent. Excellent, fantastic. The interior? I know we've got some. Yay, I see some over there, a few others. And now how about Vancouver and the Lower Mainland? Yay! Excellent. And we're also so grateful always for our chaperones and our teachers who make the effort to get all of you here. A very, very heartfelt thank you to you. And to our business leaders and to our event champions. And so I just want to thank all of you for being here today.
Wow, so as you heard, this is our 6th year. And they say when something goes past 5 years, it's truly a movement. So we're so thrilled to have you all here with us today. This journey started 10 years ago when myself and Laurel Douglas, CEO of the Women's Enterprise Center, along with some amazing partners and individuals, came together to create the Web Alliance, which was a collective of over 25 different women's business networks coming together for change. We realized that when we worked together, we had a stronger collective voice. We're thrilled to have many of the original members of the Web Alliance here today that have been working on this forum for the last 6 years. We'd love for you to raise your hand and be acknowledged. This is the 10-year anniversary of the Web Alliance. Woo! Woohoo! So this truly is a village. I know Lois and I sometimes get the glory up here, but it's absolutely a village. The people who worked so hard to put this event on, and we'll be talking more about them later.
And we've actually created one of the largest events of its kind in North America. 1,400 people each year that have been coming together across generations, which is truly unique. There's not many places we get the joy of the ability to be with our amazing, inspiring young women, as well as our talented teachers, chaperones, and business leaders. We're now well over 5,000 people who have attended We for She, well over 1,000 people who have been part of our Next Gen programs through our schools and in your communities. So, when we're at the forum, our whole goal is how do we take action? How do we connect for change? And so in every year, we've developed plans, actions, and tried to say, how can each of us take actions to be able to go back to our homes, our businesses, our workplaces in order to support? So our goals for this include business, government, and individuals. How do we promote and advocate diversity? How do we champion women, young women, women in the workforce? How do we create a positive mindset? Know that we can do this. How do we activate men who are our partners in this? And how do we measure progress?
And of course, what can we do as individuals? If you refer to your placemats, you'll see there are some key actions and tips for each of us to take, including speak up, be heard, step up, be bold, act up, connect for change.
We know you can do this, we know you can be successful, and we know you know what it takes. But there's a long way to go. We still have a challenge. Women are paid less than men. They make up only 3% of trades, 20% of tech, 5% of CEOs. Women receive less than 4% of venture capital when they're entrepreneurs. That's not okay. And there are more Fortune 500 CEOs, as most of you know, than named John and James.
So in advance of today, we reached out to the community to ask a few key questions. Thank you all for those of you who did participate in that. And we found that 87% of female respondents have personally experienced inequalities based on their gender during their career. Now, that's the not so great news. But the good news is that 81% of respondents can name at least one person who championed their career. That's powerful. And we're here today to champion each other.
So you can be whatever you want to be, whether you're already in the workforce, whether you're in school. But the thing to know, most of us, when we started, for me many, many years ago, thought that we were starting in an age of equality then. As we got out of the workforce, we discovered that actually wasn't the case. There still are structural barriers, and there's cultural mindsets and unconscious bias that can hold us back. You can be anything you want to be, but just know it can be harder for women. It can take a bit longer. You may be paid less, and you could have unconscious bias or discrimination. Well, that's just not okay. So the whole purpose of We for She is how do we collectively come here and how are we together and support one another so that we can make that change so much further than it's slated to take.
Okay, so we have an incredible day today. We're going to have some interactive activities today. We're going to learn to use our creative minds and our hands shortly. And then at the break, and then we have some inspirational speakers continued. And then at the break, the amazing next-gen leaders in the room, you're going to head upstairs. You're going to get to choose 2 of 8 workshops. Out to the right. We'll make sure you know where you're going, and there'll be lots of volunteers to guide you. But start thinking about the 2 workshops that you want to participate in. The business leaders will be remaining in this room. And we're going to have an incredible afternoon when we all come back together, of course, to hear our guest speaker, Tessa Virtue, and to spend the afternoon together championing each other. Oh, and we'll wrap up the day. We have singer-songwriter Victoria Anthony wrapping up the day. So don't run out of here at 3 o'clock. Stick around till at least 3:15.
So we count on the support of so many amazing business leaders in our community. Can I have all of our event champions put up your hands at the table? These are the folks who have volunteered, done preparation before this event to make sure that we could get the best out of the conversation at the table. So I want to really thank all of you for stepping up. If we can give them a hand. And if you don't have a table host or an event champion at your table, designate someone. Be bold, step up, and lead into that role. So throughout the day, you're going to see questions appear on the screens, similar to what you saw earlier. Take a moment to download Slido and get familiar with it. The questions are actually pre-programmed in there. So if you feel bold, you can start to answer them now or wait as we go through them throughout the day. This information will be used for us to craft our 2020 action plan and form future events. We also want to remind you to share on social media. So if you've got your phone at any point, we invite you to go on. Of course, we need a picture right now. So let's get this going here,
This
Jill.
is not our forte.
Can everybody stand up? Can you just get up? Stand up, stretch. Get
roll
going
up,
here. Here we go. Okay, I got the active one going. So on 1, 2, 3, I need We for She. 1, 2, 3. We for She. One more time. 1, 2, 3. We for She. Excellent.
Amazing.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Yay.
So remember to share. Today is all about sharing and learning. So use hashtag WeForSheBC. Tweet, Instagram, or whatever you youth do.
So our youth are part of, when you leave here, we want you to be thinking about not only what do you learn here today, but how can you share this back in your schools and your communities? We have an amazing Next Gen Leaders programs that you can take to your school, that your teachers can also support you on, where you can go online to
WeForSheNextGen.ca. And that's in partnership with Minerva Foundation and the Women's Enterprise Center.
We need everybody taking action, men, women, youth. So thank you, and make sure you're looking some of these programs up.
It really is all about using your voice. We saw that in the climate strike on Friday, youth standing up and being bold and using their voices. And we're so thrilled today, we're going to hear directly from some of our next-gen leaders. Because to make change, we all need to take action. Men, women, and the next generation. All genders, we're in this together.